Welcome back to My Apothecary. Today, we're going to be delving into a topic that touches so many of us: anxiety, stress, and the elusive good night's sleep. So if you find yourself completely overwhelmed by everyday life, or find yourself staring at the ceiling at 3 o'clock in the morning, you are not alone. Nature offers us many powerful allies to help. From the calming scent of lavender to the grounding power of ashwagandha, these herbs have been cherished for centuries. Today we're going to explore how they can help calm anxiety, ease stress, and promote restful, rejuvenating sleep. We'll also show you simple ways to incorporate these herbs into everyday life, like teas, tinctures, and even bedtime routine that help promote relaxation. Whether you're looking to unwind after a busy day or improve the quality of your sleep, there's something here for you. Let's dive in and discover the power of how herbal allies can help you find balance, ease stress, and bring calm to your everyday life. Valerian root has been used for centuries, dating back to ancient Greece and Rome. It's well known for its ability to promote relaxation, ease tension, and improve sleep quality. What makes valerian root so special is its unique impact on the brain. Valerian works by increasing levels of a chemical called GABA. GABA is gamma aminobutyric acid. It calms the nervous system, helping to reduce anxiety and make it easier to unwind. Not only does valerian root help with sleep, but it's also great for easing mild anxiety and soothing physical tensions, like muscle cramps or restlessness. Many people find it helpful for calming racing thoughts, especially at bedtime. Ashwagandha. It's sometimes called Indian ginseng. It's an adaptogen, which means it helps the body adapt to stress by balancing our stress hormones like cortisol. It's a powerhouse herb that's been used for thousands of years in traditional Ayurvedic medicine. Its name might sound exotic, but this humble root has some incredible benefits. One of its star benefits is promoting relaxation and reducing anxiety. It can calm the nervous system while supporting your energy levels, making it perfect for people who both feel tired and wired, like so many of us do these days. One of the most striking plants in the plant kingdom is passionflower. Known for its delicate beauty, this plant is more than just eye-catching. It's a wonderful ally for calming the mind and body. Passionflower, or Passiflora incarnata, has a long history of use by Native American and European herbalists. It's best known for its ability to ease anxiety, calm nervous tension, and promote restful sleep. This herb works by increasing the GABA levels in the brain, much like valerian root. By boosting GABA, or gamma aminobutyric acid, Passionflower helps slow down an overactive mind, making it a great choice for those nights when you just can't seem to stop worrying. Like other medicines, herbs can be taken in multiple ways. Tinctures, you can make salves, you can make teas, you can make decoctions, whatever. But one of the most easy and convenient ways to take an herbal medicine, just like you do a regular medicine, is in a capsule. Just like your Tylenol or whatever pain reliever that you're using, these herbs can be put into these types of capsules and taken internally like you would any other medicine. The benefit is, obviously, you're using a more natural medicine. You're using an herb versus something that's chemically synthesized. You also understand exactly what's going into it if you make it yourself. Now, you can buy herbs that are fully prepared and available to you commercially, but the easiest way is to make your own. Plus, you can customize your pill or your capsule in any way that you see fit. Today, we're going to be making a nighttime sleep aid. Just like a tea or a tincture, this is going to combine multiple herbs into a powder form and then placed in a capsule. Let's get started. First, we're going to protect our hands, and we're also going to protect the cleanliness of our environment by wearing gloves. Very easy, very available at any medical supply store. These are the nitrile latex-free ones. Because we're also working with valerian root, which I'm going to share with you does not smell terribly good. I don't like the smell of the root. The flowers are beautiful, but the root is revolting. And we're going to be powdering it, so we want to make sure that we have some protection for the ocular and the nasal cavities. So we're going to wear a mask. You might not be able to see the way my lips move, but it's okay. But I'll hold off on this until I'm ready to actually process it. You'll also need a coffee grinder. I have this one here that is specific for herbs and for spices that we're going to use. I also have capsules. Now, these capsules I did buy online. They are gluten-free, they're vegan, and they are kosher. So there's no plastic in them. So they're a gelatin-style capsule, and so they digest very easily and release the herbs into your body. You can buy those at a health food store. You can also buy them online. I also have 5 different herbs that we're going to be working with today. We've got lemon balm in the jar. We've got lavender. We've got passionflower, the smelly valerian, and then we also have some ashwagandha. The ashwagandha is there for relaxation, but it's also there as an adaptogen so that it helps the body synthesize and utilize these a little more effectively. Now, to put them together, it's going to be a matter of a little bit of knowledge and a little bit of preference. The preference for me is to add a little less ashwagandha, a little more valerian, and then balance those two out with the lavender and with the passionflower. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a capsule or my grinder, and I'm going to put in, for a couple of different capsules, 2 teaspoons of the valerian root. I'm going to put in a teaspoon of the ashwagandha, and I'm going to also balance that out with a scant teaspoon of lavender, and the same for the passionflower. We're going to put this in our grinder, and we're going to grind it to a soft powder. It needs to be fully ground up, that way it is processed and digested easily. Oh, that's stinky. So let's go ahead and put our mask on. I can still hear a little bit of roughness in my mix, so I'm going to go ahead and shake it up a little bit and then process it some more. All right, let's take a look. It looks like it could use a little more grinding. All right, we'll set that aside for the moment. I do want to talk a little bit about this kit. This is a pill maker or a capsule making kit. It has various spoons and tampers and whatnot to help you make capsules. So we're going to be using 2 tools today. One is this long spoon that's going to help scoop the material up and place it into the gelatin capsule. And then the other is the tamper to make sure that the gelatin capsule is filled fully. So let's get started. We're going to take our gelatin capsule, separate the 2 pieces out, and we're going to begin scooping our material into it. Next, we're going to take our tamper, push the material down in the gelatin capsule so that we can add a little bit more to make sure you're getting a full amount. Now, just be careful because these gelatin capsules are a little bit slippery. Now, if I can do it with some dexterity, we're going to place our gelatin capsule back on, and now we have a full gelatin capsule to be able to take. Now, again, dosage is based on your preference and a little bit of knowledge. For me, that would be enough to take near bedtime to relax and put myself in a great place for sleep if I'm going to just take that. I probably will drink a tea maybe, or I might take a little bit of a tincture, but it's kind of the same difference. It's just whatever's convenient for me at the time. If I'm in a hurry to kind of get to bed and get out of, the day, I'll take a capsule. If I want to spend a little time journaling or I want to relax a little bit more, I'll drink a tea. I might even, if I'm not up for a very floral tea, I'll just drink some hot water with a little bit of a tincture in it. But either way, I know I'm guaranteed a great night's sleep. If there's one herb that embodies relaxation, it's lavender. With its soothing scent and delicate flowers, lavender has been a trusted remedy for calming the mind, easing anxiety, and promoting restful sleep for centuries. From ancient Egypt to modern wellness practices, lavender has been celebrated for its ability to reduce stress and create a sense of peace. Its calming aroma works directly on the nervous system, helping to lower anxiety and support relaxation. Lavender is also a wonderful ally for improving sleep. Studies have shown that inhaling lavender before bed can help you fall asleep faster and wake up feeling more refreshed. Plus, it's perfect for soothing tension headaches and calming restless thoughts. Next, we're going to make a couple of tinctures. Now, normally I would use alcohol as a tincture menstruum or a liquid, but for those who need to or want to avoid alcohol, or if you're going to be administering this to children, it's best not to use alcohol, particularly the strong alcohol that it takes for a lot of tincturing liquids. Now, a note on that, alcohol is the most effective way to tincture herbs because it has the most potency to pull the constituents of the plant material into the liquid. However, vinegar and or vegetable glycerin are also effective alternatives. Glycerin is probably the least effective, but again, if you're going to be administering this to small children, it doesn't need to be as potent because their systems are completely different than adults, or at least they're not as mature. Vinegar is also another great menstruum. It has the acidity level to be able to pull some of the constituents, or most of the constituents, into the liquid. Not quite as effective as alcohol, but good for those who are avoiding it. So let's go ahead and make a sleep aid that is in liquid form. You'll need a clean jar with a tight lid and your herbs. We're going to be working with lemon balm, so I'm going to put a teaspoon of this into my tincture. I like lemon balm. It's very relaxing. It's good to elevate the mood too. It's always great to be in a good mood when you go to sleep. So I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of that. And I'm going to do the same in this jar. We're going to make one with glycerin and one with vinegar. So it's good for these to be dried. It's good for them to be chopped up a little bit if it's possible, because you want as much surface area that the liquid is going to be getting in contact with to pull that into your liquid. Now we're going to take a little bit of ashwagandha. I'm only going to use 1 teaspoon in each on this one. I don't feel that this particular sleep aid needs a whole lot of the adaptogen. We want a nice relaxing and mood lifting lavender, so we'll go ahead with 1.5 teaspoons of that one. And again, this is a matter of taste and a matter of your preference. If you want to experiment a little bit with this, you can add a little bit more of, one ingredient depending on your purposes, or a little less. So now we're going to go with the passionflower, full teaspoon of that one. And lastly, valerian root. Now, like I said before, this is not the most pleasant smelling, and it does have quite an earthy flavor, so the vinegar helps quite a bit to cut that taste. The glycerin, not so much, so you may want to add a little bit of honey with that. As the saying goes, a teaspoon or a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, but not cane sugar, because you really don't want to use cane sugar on children at night. But a little bit of honey is not going to hurt anyone, as long as you're not using it on children that are under 1 year old. So, valerian root. We'll go ahead and put 1.5 in. Now it's time to add our liquids. So in one, we're going to be putting vinegar. So you want this to be to top. Now, you would think that that is to top. It is not. So what's going to happen is these are dried herbs, so they are going to absorb that liquid. So you're going to want to add a little bit more to it, and then you might go back and add even a smidge more once the liquid has absorbed into your plant material. So go ahead and give that a shake. Next, we're going to use glycerin. This is a vegetable glycerin, so this is derived from vegetables, so there's no meat or anything in it. It is safe. And this is going to be the same. So you're going to add it to where you feel the top is. Right. Go ahead and close your jar and give it a bit of a shake. And then add a little bit more glycerin to it. Now, make sure that you're labeling these. Make sure that you know what has been put into them, so the label should include that. Or make sure that you label it, date it, and then put an insert or an entry into a journal that says what the ingredients are and the date that it was made and the menstruum in which it's used to dissolve it. Same thing with the glycerin. These will take about 4 to 6 weeks to brew, so you set them aside, give them a shake periodically to make sure that you're, agitating the materials that are in it. Once that time has passed, you're going to go ahead and strain that off and then put it into a bottle that has a dropper to it. You can take that directly under your tongue as a direct dose. You could also add it into water, which actually might help a little bit with the glycerin one, or you could blend this with your honey for administration to children or even for yourself. So tincturing, really simple. It's a great and effective way to get herbs into your body for specific purposes. Now, we're definitely going to have sweet dreams with these. With its fresh, citrusy scent and soothing properties, lemon balm has been used for centuries to calm the mind, lift the spirit, and support restful sleep. This herb is especially known for its calming effects on the nervous system, helping to ease mild anxiety and promote relaxation. It's also a fantastic herb for improving sleep, making it a great addition to your bedtime routine. I'm in the lemon balm patch of the herb garden at the Columbus Park of Roses. Lemon balm is a fragrant herb with a delightful citrus scent. The International Herb Association designated this as the International Herb of the Year in 2007, and for a very good reason. It's used in culinary purposes, and it's also used in traditional medicine. This is a perennial, and it's actually in the mint family. It's native to the southern mountainous regions of Europe and northern Africa, but it is spread across the globe. And it is, like I said, it's a member of the mint family, so it spreads almost indiscriminately. Lemon balm, or Melissa officinalis, has a sacred history in Greek mythology, with its name actually meaning honeybee. Hecate, the goddess of magic, actually gave these plants to her daughters. And then the nymphs, called Melissae, discovered honey with the help of honeybees. In fact, organic beekeepers use this plant to attract and retain swarms by actually placing bits of the plant in new hive. Now we're going to make a batch of my sleepy time tea. It's super easy, and it is a terrific way to start to wind down at the end of a day so that you can get some great rest. So what we're going to use are 3 different ingredients. One is lavender, the other is passionflower, and then lemon balm. And so you do need a tea infuser for this, and obviously a kettle with some boiling water, but you can put that on your stove. It's very simple. We're going to take a tablespoon of each kind of herb. Very fragrant, but caffeine free. It's great. Then you're going to pour over your boiling water. the first few pours are going to moisten the dried herbs as well as start to make them bloom. And you'll have to pour over a couple of times in order for you to fill your teapot. But it's beautiful. It smells like heaven in here. Set your teapot aside and just let it brew for about 5 minutes. We're going to come back and we'll enjoy a great cup of tea and start to get ready for bed. Once your tea is brewed for about 5 minutes, it's time to pour. Again, this is part of a good bedtime routine where you kind of settle down, you get some caffeine-free tea. It's warm, it's cozy, and it kind of puts your brain in a place where you want to get some sleep and get some rest. So let's do that. Let's enjoy our tea. Now, if you want to add a little bit of sweetness, I would encourage you to utilize honey instead of just plain sugar. While there is sugar in this, refined sugar tends to make you a little bit edgy at night. So I just use a little bit of the honey from our bees. Give that a stir. And settle in. Now, you can journal during this period of time. But I kind of want to turn my brain off, so I really don't want to journal and think about too much of the day. I just want to enjoy my tea and get ready for bed. Staring at your phone for hours on end when you get in bed is not a great way to relax and unwind and get ready for bed. The blue light of the phone does not help you, plus your engagement with your phone does not let you relax and get into that theta brainwave situation that you need to get good rest. So make sure that the phone is maybe on a charger somewhere, but not next to your bed or in bed with you. Instead, pick up a great book. This is one of my favorites. It's also important to make sure that your lights are dim before you go to sleep, probably about 30 to 45 minutes if possible before you're ready to go to sleep. The change in the light kind of matches with your circadian rhythm and tells your body it's time to sleep. So as the night goes on, make sure you use less and less light. So having all the lights blaring in the house is not probably the best way to do it. So turn lights off, use soft light bulbs, particularly in your bedroom, and you'll be guaranteed a good night's sleep. Night night.